Good morning and welcome to the Funny Farm Rescue and Sanctuary located in Mays Landing, New Jersey. I'm Lori Zaleski, the owner of the Funny Farm Rescue. We are 45 minutes from Atlantic City. Unless you drive like me, then we're a half an hour. And we are about an hour from Philadelphia, just to give you a reference, because we're very southern New Jersey. A lot of people, when they fly into New Jersey, they think this is where they are, near the Funny Farm, but we are about 2 hours away from Newark. So we're very South Jersey. Not as far as Cape May, but south. Let's see, I'm trying to find Nemo. So here's Miss Adele, my volunteer, one of my volunteers. Leslie gave us this awesome picnic table, and Adele is eating off of her own picnic table. She sometimes sits on the seats, but she flipped it over and it landed into our water. Okay, somebody wants to come in. Excuse me. All right, don't be bad if you're coming in. Only you two. You guys stay out. So we'll see if somebody's very jealous right here of the new baby goat.
So wait, then you want to talk about where you're from and that stuff?
Okay, thank you, Matt. Please tell us where you're from. We love hearing from people all over. We have quite a few followers from pretty far away. And the fun thing about our videos is you can feel what it's like to be here at the Funny Farm. You get to know the animals, their behaviors, even when they're naughty, right? Yes, he says, right, I'm being naughty. Somebody does not like to share attention with anybody, not even a cell phone camera, right? So tell us where you're from. We love to hear from you. And if you have questions, Matt tries to do two things at once, so he'll sometimes read a question or two. But he's concentrating on videoing. That was his excuse for not listening to me anytime. So,
what?
Where's baby Nemo? So Nemo is our new goat, but I honestly, as we started the video, can't find him. He's little. He's a little guy. He's as big as Caesar. Oh no, that's not Caesar. That's a cat.
That's Drew.
That's Drew.
Yep.
That's little Drew. I actually
Remember, he was in electrical and
he was in the electrical box and got electrocuted.
He's named after the guy who found him.
He's named after the guy that found him. And he almost passed away, and we were able, with the love of the Funny Farm. Uh-oh, Tucker, did you find a baby? Let me see, move your butt. Oh my gosh. Wait till you see. Tucker, come over here so they can say, come here. Come out over here. Over here. Wait, watch this. Uh-oh, put your head down. Put your head down. Wait, put your head down. Put your head down. I can't get you out. Look. Excuse you. What are you doing on the cat bed under there? So, everybody likes the cat bed. Sometimes the dogs are sleeping in them, but now I have goats. And he's probably going to take a pee-pee because he just woke up. So, let me get him a little puppy pad. If I have one right here. They're always handy because you cannot potty train a chicken, nor can you potty train a goat. So as soon as he wakes up like a baby, now he usually doesn't always go on a potty. Come on, Bubby. Tucker, let him be and let people see him. Don't be hogging the camera. Here, look. Want to go right there? Look at this nice place to go. Look at that. Let's see. Were you going to go pee-pee?
He wants his mom.
He's going to pee on me. No, he likes to eat my hair. I said, I know I have dry hair. It's like, hey, but you don't have to try and eat it. Let me get his bottle. And I think that's what he wants. Hold on. All right, you have to come out here, Matt, because he wants to eat out here. That's not your chair. Get off. Come on, get down. He is starting to learn how to climb, which is not a great thing. So,
Yet.
It's not a great thing yet because he jumped up on my table and someone gave me a really nice donation and he chewed on her check. So I'm not sure if the bank's going to take it, but I'm going to, they say, you two, listen, you're going to go out if you can't be good. All right, so we're going to feed baby Nemo. He is only drinking milk. Nemo is about 6 weeks old. He has a little bit of an underbite. So he has a disability. Tucker, no, come here. Come over here. Sit down. Come here and sit. Sit down. Oh boy. So, look, your little brother can have a little attention. He has a little underbite. His brother or sister, I think he was a twin brother, and that goat was fine, but this goat had some disabilities, and the mom rejected it. So that means the mom wouldn't feed it. Unlike humans, when something's wrong with their kid, they just don't feed it, and then they would die of starvation. But humans stepped in, and the people who owned the two goats decided, her sister said, well, you can't just let that little guy die or get him euthanized. Let's see if we can get him back to health and see if we can find him a home. So she took him in. I think she has 4 or 5 little boys and this goat running around in her house. And this one pees every, pee machine, I say, goes to the potty, every few minutes and pees all over. I have no rugs down. Tucker, come here. Goodness. Come sit. Sit right here. I have no rugs in my house right now. I have all hardwood floors, and I have to be that way because he goes to the rug and pees on the rug. If I have anything, I don't ever leave my clothes laying around because somebody will definitely pee on those. My boots, I can't leave them by the door because he decides to pee on my boots. So the woman was able to get him healthy, and she found him a home, and then last minute, the person said, yeah, good. I don't really want that goat anymore. And she didn't know what to do, and she made a bunch of calls. And then she called me, and I actually was going to get him. A friend of mine's looking for a goat, but because of his disabilities, he might be expensive for vet care. And the people I have that I'm friends with just wanted one for a companion. So they didn't want a project, I'm sure. Not that we really want projects, but we want to have the best life for these animals. And sometimes it requires a lot. I do work full-time. I'm a graphic designer and photographer at the Federal Aviation Administration. So we are only open 2 days a week, Tuesdays and Sundays. So today is one of our open days, as you know. We're here 8 to 4, rain or shine. It is free to get in. So my mom raised 4 kids by herself with no money, and there was no place where we could really go. So I vowed to her in heaven, I'm going to keep it free forever, Mom. And some of my volunteers give me a hard time, Lori, we had 500 people. If everybody gave $1, it would be $500. And I say, you will get it back later. Maybe not right away, and especially in these hard times, if people don't have money, they can come here and not have to spend a dime. They can just come and visit the animals. We always want to make sure that everybody can have the opportunity to meet these animals, to see what happens. A lot of them were tossed aside, left abandoned, abused, unwanted, sick, injured, disabled, and now they're like little superstars. And people were lining up outside this morning to see this little guy. I couldn't even find him. I'm like, you guys are gonna have to wait till the live video gets going, and I wanted to just show you guys how he eats. He only drinks milk right now, obviously. He can't. And the vets are not sure if he's going to have a problem with his underbite chewing because his teeth kind of shoot outside of his gums. A lot of times they have gums up top but teeth down the bottom. So you can see how the animals get along. So we're hoping he's not going to have a problem eating, but he's only chewing on my hair right now. So that's about all he's eating. Ouch. Mommy's hair. Okay.
So everybody's asking, how are the 21 cats?
Okay.
You got to get to it.
All right, I'm going to get to it. I was trying to start with something a little more. I want to say, many of you may have seen about the 21 cats being dumped here at the Funny Farm outside of my gate. And I went on a little rant, which is not like me. We at the Funny Farm are very happy, and we don't really concentrate on their past. We concentrate on their future. And we give them the best life that we can. We're all volunteer run. The volunteers come because they want to be here, not because they're getting a paycheck. It's because the pay that they get is the love of the animals and the, what? Oh, I'm sorry. What'd I do?
You banged your microphone.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, come here. Tucker. Oh my God, you're a little spoiled. You are such a spoiled dog. Come here. You're spoiled too. He's trying to give mommy kisses. Okay. So, I went on a little rant because I had I got a call in the morning. We were out, a bunch of us were outside feeding animals, and I got a call from my neighbor Cindy around the corner, and she walks her dog every day past my house. She said it's the best part of her walk, seeing the critters. And she noticed 4 crates, and they were filled with cats. So when she called me, I said, Cindy, how many cats are there? And she said, I can't count how many are in there. That's how many there were. It wasn't like 1 cat per crate. So there was 1 large dog crate. There were 10 cats in there. There was 3 smaller ones, and the one had 4. The other one had 4, and then the other had 3. And every time I went to count, there was another head popping up. So these cats were left with no food, no water, no blankets, no nothing. We didn't know how long they were out there for. All I know is they were in there long enough where they went to the potty on each other. They were sickly. They obviously were not vetted. They were infested with fleas. And, I'm a rescue. There has been some controversy like, well, you're a rescue. What do you expect? There are right ways to do it. There's always places that will help. I was one of the few places that were open during COVID to take in pets. And stop now. To take in people's pets. We were not open like everyone else, but we were making appointments if somebody needed to surrender something because it was hard for everybody. And my biggest concern are these animals. So we took in almost 200 kittens since March, and we were making appointments and having people, get homes, find homes. And Tucker, come here. So, we were very full. No one called me about 21 cats because that's a big number. So I don't think that person was calling anybody saying I have 21 cats because I said it's irresponsible. That doesn't happen overnight. We believe there's about 4 mommies and the rest with their babies, their offspring. The other thing is 2 of them were pregnant. So that 21 very quickly turns into a lot more animals, a lot more kittens. And, my biggest concern was them first, but then where am I going to put them? We have over 250 cats here. You saw our kitten cottage, which is lovely, but the cats have to be vetted, right? They have to have their shots, rabies and distemper. They have to have, being treated for fleas, and they have to be fixed. So we can't just put them in there. And then I have these little, you've seen them, I think, the little playpens, we call them, so we could put the cats in there. But they get destroyed through the season of having all these kittens through. They don't last, the zippers break. So we had just thrown some out. We thought we were at the end of kitten season, and then here was 21 cats coming in. And most of them were under a year and a half. There might have been 1 or 2 that were more than that.
That's not a worm.
That's not a worm. That's not a caterpillar. That is your brother. This is Gunner, by the way. We call him AKA Chewbacca because he acts like he's like Mr. Big Man on campus. He's always growling and stuff.
But Sandy wants to know if there's an investigation going on for the people who dumped off the cat.
So the police came at the end of my rant. I did call 911 while I was on Facebook Live because I said it's not going to happen again. It has happened to us probably 4 or 5 times, but I didn't want to talk about it because I didn't want to give anybody else any ideas because it's too hard. There's a right way and a wrong way. That is the wrong way to go about it. If you call up and if somebody's full, then you have to respect that because we don't want to hurt the ones that we're trying to help. There's a lot of cat rescues out there. There's animal control. There's lots of SPCA, Humane Society. You have to do research and keep calling around. I have seen people where they've had lots of cats and I thought, oh, they're never going to get these all adopted. We all would take a couple at a time. And at the end, when the people are persistent, they will find homes. They post it everywhere and, they find a place. So if you're in trouble, there are definitely organizations that help you out. I am a private charity. I am a single woman running this private charity alone with my volunteers. So I don't have endless amounts of dollars. I work full time. I don't get any state or federal funding. So it was really unfair from the money aspect, and especially during COVID, we were shut down and that's how we function. And then the other thing is space. We don't have, an endless amount of space. So these cats have to be in quarantine. Try and quarantine 21 cats. You see what I have in the house. I don't have any more rooms available in this house for different for those 21 cats. I didn't know what I was going to do with them. So that's why I took to Facebook Live, because I was so irritated. I actually just wanted to make a post, and Matt, the cameraman, said, I think we should do it live. And I was really afraid to do it live because I had a little bit of potty mouth, and I got that out ahead of time. And I don't usually get upset. Not a lot flusters me, but that I was annoyed, upset, and hurt that somebody would do that to those babies, right?
So 2 questions. One, is Gunner up for adoption? And 2, you want to know what they can bring. Do you need food? And do you need dishes? What do you need?
So Gunner used to be up for adoption, as were all of these dogs. So, ow! Do you want to be up for adoption? They want to know. Here's the Chewbacca coming out, right? Is this the Chewbacca coming? Show them your cute face and say, I can be a good boy. He sounds like he's like going to kill somebody, right? You be good boy. So he is not up for adoption because him and Puppy are BFFs. Actually, it's like they're all jealous. Like, okay, that one's getting attention. Tucker, really? Excuse you. Get the kitty cat.
Do you have enough food right now for the cat?
We are doing well. Somebody asked. So, all right, let me go back to this question number 1 because I'm like ADHD. Okay. He is not up for adoption just because all the dogs live in my house. Okay, get down. The dogs live in my house, and once they're here for more than 2 weeks, forget it. I'm too attached, and they're attached to each other, and they run around and have fun. If I get any dogs in now, or they're coming in, we have a list. If anybody ever wants to adopt a dog, you can send us an email, and we actually keep a track and a list, and we'll go down the list. We have a little small dog coming in, so I have meetings the first day they're here because I can't have another dog in this house. Instead, I have a goat. And you're showing everybody's butt. He's eating my fringe. This guy munches on everything, right? But he is only drinking milk. So, second question. So, let me go back to that. So you can put...
Okay.
I know. I think I need more coffee.
Debbie Carr said that it's sometimes good to lose it.
Thanks, Debbie. I felt really bad. I actually really, really felt bad because I'm not one to lose it. But that just... That was, excuse you fell off. That was a tough one for me to swallow. That was really upsetting.
Well, I think your big thing was you couldn't believe someone.
Yeah, I can't believe that somebody did that they just chucked them off and left them as is. And
Treat animals that way.
And they weren't vetted. They weren't taken care of. They were very sick. I have good news, and then I'll go back to, what was the other question? Oh, so the food. We wound up having quite a few people dropping off food, and I have to say, you guys are all angels. One and litter, and I started getting puppy pads because I forgot, and I told a few people on the phone, and then that spread. We wound up getting quite a bit. We always need it because we have 250 cats here. This just actually helped us because I was almost out of food when those 21 were here, and I buy it just like everybody else. If we don't get it donated, what do you have to do? You have to buy things, right? I'm okay with buying things if we need it, but that many mouths to feed and then get vet care for and space, it just was so overwhelming. But the overwhelming response that I had was greater. So I went from crying almost of anger the day that they were dumped off, and then people started coming in one at a time in their cars within 20 minutes to an hour after I got off the Facebook Live. And then I started crying because of the good of people. I said on Facebook, people just suck. And then afterwards, I said, I'm dead wrong. People don't suck. They're wonderful. I think somebody said it nicely on Facebook. Out of every 20 people, there might be one that's not so great. And I have a bad habit of looking at the good in everybody, even if there's 95% bad and 5% good. But I'm like, but look at that 5%. Look what they're doing. So you have to try and take the good out of everything. My mom had this uncanny power of looking at, she had died of cancer, but, when she lost her hair, she said, well, at least I don't have to do my hair anymore. I mean, she always had a positive way of looking at things, making lemonade out of lemons. And it was hard for me that day, but 20 minutes to an hour later, I said, look at the good that these people, they are just coming together as a community and bringing all sorts of stuff for these babies. And not just for the cats. They still understood that there's a lot of other animals. We were still getting chicken food and crumbles, and somebody brought puppy food for Tucker. And, it was so touching that I broke down from happiness. So thank you all for supporting the Funny Farm and myself and these animals. You can see they're all very appreciative and support, and they appreciate you, and they can feel the love that you guys have. And, just the fact that the outpouring of love, it almost chokes me up now. And I really appreciate everybody and everything that has been donated. Our next step is the getting the fixing. We were able to get all 21 cats into the South Jersey Animal Shelter to get their shots. They got feline and AIDS tested, and I'm happy to say they were all negative. They do have colds, so they're on azithromycin. They're on Clavamox and Tiramycin, Neosporin, Tiramycin for their eyes. Some are a little worse than others, so we're treating them more heavily with some of the antibiotics. But overall, they're doing really well. And I thank South Jersey Animal Shelter for stepping up to get all 21 cats in one day. That was a trick. Then
but we got them back, right?
Yeah, we got them right back. They just took them in for that, did all their magic that they needed to do, and then brought them back and showed us what we needed to do with giving them the meds. Then I got a call from Atlantic City Humane Society. Steve Dash called me and, personally, and said, I heard the problems that you guys had with the cats, and he said, we will work with you and get these cats spayed and neutered at a discounted rate for us. So I believe we're trying to start this Wednesday, and we're going to try and start taking some in and getting them done. And they will be up for adoption, and I'm happy to say they're pretty sweet. So they aren't feral cats. They are cats that obviously were kept in the house. And somebody asked if there was an investigation going on. There is an investigation. We do have cameras out front. Somebody knew enough to go up there. He goes pee-peeing. He's pee-peeing in Adele's food. Tucker, come here. Let him go pee-pee.
That's why she has her own picnic table.
So yes, now we had to get the picnic table from Leslie because this has been happening every day. I'm happy to say that he's not going on my floor, and it's contained in Adele's boot tray, but there goes all of that food.
A lot of people are asking if you got their donations. We haven't gone through everything yet, but we'll
So we have gotten so many donations. Normally, we get a little bit at a time. Listen, you two, stop it. No, shush. You usually only get a few at a time, but we're getting so many that we can't keep up to saying thank you. So if you haven't gotten a thanks yet, it's not because we didn't get it. It's because we're still unpacking the packages and finding places to store it. So it has been such a happy feeling when I see all of these donations coming in from all of you. We got cat beds. We were able to get playpens. Some people gave me 4 at a time. It was amazing. Cat food, cat litter, milk. Some people found KMR. I had been looking for KMR, and one woman said, I went to Acme, they had KMR. Who knew they sold KMR liquid at Acme? Because some of them are kittens, even though they're little older kittens, we still feel that they need to be on some formula. Again, they are going to be up for adoption. Oh, well, so we can actually go out and look at them. I wasn't even thinking.
So some people are like, so if I, just bring a little bag, you can still use it, right?
We can use, some people think, oh my gosh, look at all these donations. And they think, I have this little tiny bag. We don't, each person, it's all relative to what you can do. Some people have $1 to give. Some people have $5 to give. Some people have $50 to give. Every little bit helps. So our medical bills at the South Jersey South Jersey Animal Hospital was about $800, and we're getting donations to be able to cover that. Then our phase 2 is when we get them spayed and neutered. So We do accept, I'm glad we brought that up. We do accept Venmo now. People are asking us. They didn't have it for charities. And I decided I don't want to accept it through Lori Zaleski. It's not right. I want it to go to the Funny Farm charity. So they are getting that set up. There's a thing called Give Butter where you can do the Venmo account. We just posted it on our website, right, Matt? Didn't you?
Yep.
Matt just posted it.
Website. It's on Facebook.
It's on Facebook. And you can click on it. You can actually text a donation. You can Venmo a donation, which I never knew you could text a donation, and you write the word Funny Farm in lowercase, and that phone number is on there. You can give normal through PayPal or your credit card. You can go online to funnyfarmrescue.org and it'll say donate. You can just click that and do it that way. Or you can send a good old-fashioned check or come by and drop $5 or $1 in our little bucket, because 100% goes to the animals.
$800 bill that you got from the does not include them getting
No, it does not include them. Hey, you too. Stop. It does not include them getting fixed. That's their shots, their leukemia and AIDS tests. That was important to make sure that they weren't going to contract that to other cats or to. Oh my goodness, you guys,
So
really?
Venmo is up and working, but only on Facebook, but you'll have it on your website.
But I will have it on my website. We literally, one of my volunteers, Bonnie, just got it going for me this morning because people kept asking me. I'm like, we're trying. They just did a beta for charities, and they only opened up for a short window, so they weren't taking all the charities. But we were able to get in and do it, so you can do Venmo through that link.
All right, so Lori, a girl named Lori just said that she sent $10, but she's sorry that it's not more.
Oh my gosh, Lori. She said she just sent $10. Thank you so much. Think about it. You're $10, somebody else is $5, somebody else, it adds up. And you would not believe the people that have been giving us, amounts. It doesn't matter how large or how small. It all goes to the animals here. So you can feel good. I had a guy yesterday that came by, and his car was extremely old, and he was you could tell he didn't have much to give. The guy brought 10 bags of cat food. I thought, I'm not even sure if, his car's going to make it home, let alone this man, that's the stuff that makes me cry. And not whether you have money or you don't. It doesn't matter. It's the outpouring of kindness that people are showing to these animals and to the Funny Farm volunteers. Poor Cindy, my one volunteer that does all the cats. I didn't know what she was going to say because she has to help me. I can't give all the meds myself, so she has to help me every single day, along with scooping litters and feeding. And the others that all need meds, they're not the only. Those 21 are not the only cats that I have. I have 250 cats. We have a lot that are not well. Hey, stop! What do you think this is? Baby doesn't want to play with you either. He just goes over and bites him and says, come on, you want to come play? But in Tucker's defense, Tucker will be asleep, and then his little horns are growing in, little Nemo. So his little horns are growing in, and he'll just butt Tucker like, come on, get up and play with me, right? Okay, Mr. Hair Eater.
I think we should go see the 21 cats.
All right, I think we should go see the 21 cats. We are going to get mobbed by people when I go out with.
So you can see the cats, but you're not going to let people hold them today.
Not let them hold them just because they're still sickly and we want to get them well. And I just don't want to spread germs or anything like that. Oh, let me just see one more time. Let me see him. He might be a hungry boy. You want to eat? He's like, no. That's it. He goes, I just wanted to taste. Don't you? Okay, you're done. We get it. All right, the people are here. You can visit today, rain or shine. They're talking about rain later. It's beautiful right now. Our address is 6908 Railroad Boulevard in Mays Landing. And use your cell phone to find us. Do not use your GPS in your car. It will get you lost. Let me put him down and see if he has to go pee-pee. Hi. He might have to go potty. Let's see. Go pee-pees. He just, after he, actually he did just pee into Dell's. So he may not pee again, but he might. You gonna go again? He's like, Mom, I just went. Yeah. I don't know. Oh no, he comes outside. Here he goes, Matt. He's pee-peeing. The baby goat's peeing, so you can tell when he's gonna pee. He goes,
Yeah, we have a big celebration.
yay, baby. No, our big celebration is that he's peeing outside. That's our celebration. All right, so he's going to follow me. So if you guys want to keep him entertained for a minute while I go see the kitty cat. So there you go. You're going to be my volunteer with him right now. Okay. Okay. All right, let's go see Lorenzo real quick.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not fast enough for you.
Now, I'm going to try and give him a kiss, too. Okay, thank you. Ready? All right, this is Lorenzo. Lorenzo, come here. I have it right here.
Like, wait,
Give me kisses. Look, he's like, Leslie's mom has it. Give me a kiss. Isn't he so funny? He loves bananas. Who knew? One more kiss. He's a very sloppy kisser, though.
Yes, you have gunk all over your face.
Lorenzo, ugh.
You have banana.
Tastes pretty good. Is it still there?
What's the hours for today?
Hours are from 8 to 4. Thank you, sweetie. From 8 to 4. We're open Tuesdays and Sundays throughout the whole year. We don't shut down for anything other than COVID. If they shut us down, we have to. Let me wipe my hands here because it was a really sloppy banana. Okay. It's beautiful out. Miss Nikki, you're probably wondering why you didn't get to hear the bird squawking in the background. She is outside already. We'll see her in a minute. All right, so this is our quarantine area. Come on in. Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
So I should have brought the meds out to do them while I was out here.
Yeah, you could have.
So I'm just going to show you a couple of the cats. Let's see, here's one. You can see they're very sweet. So we have alphabets. They did an alphabet. This is letter K. So it goes all the way up through U. So the 21 cats, thank goodness they weren't more than the alphabet. We were close though. So we got up to U. So each one, can I show that sheet for a second? Each one shows the weight, the temperature, and what they have to get every day. So we had to keep these little collars on so we know what each cat gets. And you can see some of them, some of them are larger, but they're still kittens. What was most of those ages? Were like 4 months, 5 months?
Yeah.
So they're about 4 months old, but the oldest I think they were saying was about 2 years that the vet thought. And they can, from 4 months to 2 years. So they can usually tell by the teeth and, the weight and the way they look, their eyes. But you can see they're very, very sweet. And they're very happy. Yep, these are all the tents that people donated because ours were falling apart. So they're different, this one. And you can see, here's the meds. We have the letters. All right, this is our really high-tech system. B, M, K, and L are in this one. This one has I, H, and R. These two are the pregnant ones. So these were the mommies originally, and we think they're the mommies again. Come here, babies. Tucker, could you back up a little so mommy can get her head in? Tucker, back off. She doesn't know you. So this is one of the moms. Scared a little bit, but Tucker, you're going to make her scared. Okay. So this is one of the mommies, and if you look at her belly, they said she's pregnant a second time. Out. You're not allowed to eat the cat food. Okay. So this 21 looks like it's going to be turning into more.
Inside all of these is like a litter box and food and
Yes.
water. And
So you can come in. I don't know if you can see it through here. I can maybe open this one. So anyway, you zip this around for me. So here you can go get a view. So they have their own litter box in each tent.
And a mess.
And, well, they make messes. You could just pull that one out. So we use the puppy pads. They have litter. They have food. You can see they put their toys in their wet food. They have dry food and then water. Cindy is always in here cleaning them out because
This was just cleaned this morning.
it was just clean.
I swear.
And they just, they come in and they make a mess. There's some of them, we have them flipped over because some of them are older tents.
Okay.
They don't have tops. The zipper's broke. So you can't see into these. So that's why we were asking for new ones. You can see this one has a little hole. This is one of our older ones.
I was asking where you get these tents.
We get them
Where can you order
from
them?
Chewy. We actually have them on our Chewy list. Amazon. I don't know of too many stores. Actually, I know all of the stores in our area are out of them because if there were any, the people that were coming to help us with all of the donations, they bought them. So these, I think, are from Chewy and Amazon. And you can just put in kitty playpens. Look, let's see, here's another. This is a different one. Yeah, this is a really nice one. And you can see these are some of the calicos. This one's gray in the back. Can you see them? So that you can see they're pretty happy. They have some room to play.
Better than sitting in the
Better than sitting in a crate on the side of the road is right. And, you know, they're with their people that they know, their families. We tried to keep like families together as much as we could tell. You know, sometimes they have different colored ones. But there was a few that we put in together, and you can tell some of them were like, that's not my brother. That's not my sister. And they were like a little bit annoyed with each other. So we moved them to another tent, and they're fine. So we had to figure out the personalities and who liked whom. And because, you know, with 21, you're not going to have all the same personalities.
So you have other cats that are.
There are some other cats. Once we figured out that they were not feline AIDS or leukemia positive, we have a lot of cats that are older. This one looks like the one out of Sweet Home, Alabama. She looks like she's never been touched. We bathe her. She is ancient. So some of them are extremely old in here, and they're not really up for adoption. Grandma is over here. Come here, Matt. You can see Grandma.
So this room's climate controlled.
Climate controlled. It's not the prettiest room. It's not like our kitten cottage, but it's functional for us. It's heat and air conditioned. We have about 25 litter boxes in here. A lot of the cats are just running loose. They all have their shots and are spayed and neutered. And then we have the guys in quarantine in their little tents. This is Grandma. Nothing's wrong with her. She's just ancient. Her adult human parent died, and they asked us to take her. So somebody doesn't want to adopt a 19-year-old cat because they might only get another year or two out of them, maybe 3. But how heartbreaking is that? They just fall in love with her and then she dies. So we are going to just let her live here. She's very happy. She's very social. When anybody comes in, she's like, and she'll cry, you know, she'll yell at you like, meow, come pet me. And the vet just looked at her. I did have another vet here just double checking on them once we were giving them the meds, and he looked at all the other cats that were here, and I had another vet friend that looked at all of them too, and they said they're all doing really well.
So some people are asking how they can donate. They can donate through your website.
So if anybody wants to donate, you can either do, some people are comfortable with just doing food, litter, paper towels, cleaning supplies we always need. We had a couple brooms. The goats ate 3 of our brooms. I know, it's always something. So cleaning supplies at all times, cat food. Some people aren't, good with donating money. And I'm okay with that. So if somebody wants to donate money, you can do it through our website, funnyfarmrescue.org, O-R-G, not .com.org. And it's Funny Farm Rescue, all one word, .org. And right on the main page is a donate button. And you can donate cash when you come. Check if you want to mail it. Our address is 6908 Railroad Boulevard in Mays Landing, and it's Funny Farm Rescue and Sanctuary. You can also Venmo now. You can text money. That's on our Facebook page. We are adding it to our homepage, our website today. We just literally got it going today because so many people. And you can text money now. Who knew? You can see I'm like pretty behind the times. I'm showing my age.
You can do brain surgery by text now.
You can do everything. Matt always says, oh, there's YouTube. You can always YouTube it and figure it out. So you can do just about anything now. But they have really good, secure ways of giving money. And again, we have no paid people. 100% will go to the animals. Especially right now, we'll be going to their vet bills.
All right, so we need a break and talk about your hat and your boots.
Oh, my hat and my boots. Here's my boots. I was feeling patriotic just because of the people that came together. Like I said, that's the America, that I know and love, is that the people came together to help out a cause. And like I said, when I said people suck, it really made me feel bad, because they don't. I was just in such a fit of rage of how those babies were treated and how people could just dump them off. And I get that there are some people that are in severe circumstances, and
But there's right ways.
there are right ways to do it. I'm secretly happy that they're here, because I know we're going to be able to get them homes. It might take us a little while to get everyone a home, but we will. I'm vowing to you, we will get every single kitten a home, kitten or cat. Not everybody wants a kitten. There's a lot of people that want cats. So we will get all of them a home, and they will be healthy, and already they're happy. They are always going to be happier in a single home with you guys. So if anybody wants to adopt, you can let us know. We are going to be sending you an application. It's just a one-page form. And when we're ready and they're healthy and they're spayed and neutered, we will allow you to take them home after that. So you do have to pass an application process. And, it's not like you're giving up your firstborn for it. It's just we have to make sure that they're going to a good place. We don't want to give them to a place that they're going to have a problem later. We want them to have a forever home. And I said that day that I was on my rant, if you're going to get a pet, make sure it's forever. It's not fair to them, like, oh, I moved, I can't take them with me. You should always make sure that you're planning on keeping them forever. It's like your children. You have them forever. Even though they grow up, the kittens don't ever, they grow up to become cats, but you have to still feed them. It's not like they're going off to college and bye-bye.
You have to go out.
Tucker, go out then. Go ahead, push it open. He wants to fight with Brookie. He sees his
Can you adopt
sister.
a kitten if you live in another state?
You can. You can adopt a kitten. I've never really had that question. Actually, I had somebody that adopted a kitten that was moving to Arizona, and she did. And she still keeps in touch with me till this day, because I was a little concerned about that, because I feel like, okay, if she's not in New Jersey, I can't keep an eye on her. But she keeps in touch with me and sends me updates, once a month, just let me know how her and the kitten are doing, and showing me that she was a good home, because I was a little concerned. I didn't know her new place where she was going. So
I want to walk around for just a little bit.
okay, we'll walk around.
It's probably almost an hour.
Does anybody have? It's 10:46, Matt. I was only yammering for 45 minutes.
Well, it's 10:46.
All right. Matt always does that. It's almost 2025. Hi. Hi. I know it's Tiffany. So we have other kittens today that I had already said yes to before the 21 got dumped, and I was just, So we do have some kittens that are adoptable today. Let's see. You can't see through the top.
Everybody's holding one.
Oh, everybody's holding. There's a couple in here. Here, no, stick your.
Everyone's holding one.
A little tortoiseshell. They are females. Some of them by color you can tell that they're just girls. So this little tortie, and you can see they're very sweet. They're about 8 weeks old. Yep. Here's another tortoiseshell. And then there's here's another, and then another. Here's a gray stripe. Oh my gosh, so cute.
Very cute.
And then here's the gray stripe. One of our volunteers is holding. Tracy. Hi, Trace. And then there's...
She was roughhousing too much.
So we do have other kittens, and again, these are young, and they will be up for adoption as well. They're healthy. They are not being kept in being kept in another spot in my house. So we'll make sure that they stay healthy and don't get any kind of cold. Let's go see Miss Nikki. We're right here.
Yeah. Love your jacket from Regina.
Oh, thank you. It's chilly today. It says 59 degrees. Could it be?
It could be now.
It was in the 30s when I was up this morning, almost 40 degrees.
Where else can you pet a bird?
Nikki! You gonna talk?
She wants someone to pet her.
Look, I'll make her.
She's like, why is it
Look at her hair. Look at my pretty hair. Wow.
That's not hair, that's feather.
It's her pretty hair, Matt. She's a girl. It's her hair, right, pretty girl? So she's happy to be outside because she gets lots of attention. Here she comes up. Come on. Come on, pretty girl. That's Nikki. She is a cockatoo. She's very loud. People don't realize when they're taking in birds like this, they live to be over 80 years old. So you have to will this bird to somebody. Now trying to figure out who to will it to, it's usually people that you don't like. No, I'm kidding. She is not true.
People that can't see.
If I had neighbors like close, they would call the police on me because I could be out at the barn and I could hear her screaming. She is very loud. As you know, some of you know, I work from home at the FA Tech Center, so I'm on Zoom calls, and then she decides to chime into the conversation. And trying to explain that is not always easy.
Denise said she's loving this video.
Thanks, Denise. Hi, honey. How are you? Good. What are you doing? Yeah. Hi. Who's your favorite animal? All of the dogs are her favorite animal. We have farm animals here, and the kids say, all of the dogs are my favorite animals. And then we have the kids that usually love the kittens, cats, all that. Thanks for coming. Good to see you.
We probably have to show Molly Jolly
Here,
on the
all right, we will in a minute. Here is my oldest, Fiona, come here. Look, she's like, I'm out. She's my oldest goat. She looks like she has teeth problems. She has feet problems. This is the one that her ears were bitten off by a dog. So this ear has a little dog bite on it. It was years and years ago, and her right ear is gone. So her name is Fiona, like Shrek's wife, so with little ears. But she's older than any goat that I have ever owned. Okay, you want to go see Stinky real quick with Cowboy? Because he's over there. Molly Jolly is hard at work back there, so we won't bother her because she's cutting some vegetables for people to... Richard's going to be upset. We have to move Miss Anna today. Anna is our new racehorse, and I think she had so much attention last week, which these racehorses, you know, they're not used to too many people, and she was getting a little nippy. Oh, his foot's stuck. And here's Cowboy. Let's see if I can get him out. We haven't seen Stinky in a little while, so let's pull him out and see if he wants to come out. Come on, Stink. You want to come out, big boy? Okay, come on, Bubba. So people ask me, why is he orange? It's his food. It's his dirt. I know what I wanted to say. So he's normally bright white. If you look at his roots, they're white. Hi, honey. I'm Lori. Hi, what's your name? Jojo? Yeah? So cute. You want to hold him? Okay, you have to sit down right here.
Oh, he's going to be in heaven.
Come on, jump up, sit all the way back.
Bye, Leah.
So I'm going to show you.
You want to hold it?
Go ahead, ready? So ready? Yeah, he's gonna sit on your lap. He's like, okay, I decided not to.
Go sit by Leah.
So skunks, this skunk was rescued from a person that loved his skunk, but he stopped using his litter box. They can be litter box trained, so he was a purchase skunk from the very beginning. He was a purchase skunk, and the wife said either the skunk goes or you go because he was destroying their house. So that's why Stinky came here, and he's very happy. He has an outdoor living space now, and he dug himself a hole. People say, well, can he dig out? He sure can if he wants to, but he knows where his bread's buttered. He's staying, but he does go down nice and deep because it's so warm down there. And as the temperatures get colder, he takes some hay down, and we have blankets and toys that he has his own little spot. We shoved the camera down there once on a stick, and you can see his whole living quarters, which is a lot of fun. So
Do you have stuffed animals down there?
that's what I just said, Matt. Maybe you couldn't hear me, so I'll give you that. Matt said, don't they have stuffed animals down there? So it's a lot of fun. He is not up all the time. He is nocturnal, which means he sleeps in the daytime. So for him to be up, he just wants to see some friends, so he decided to come out. So he'll be out for about an hour, and then he has to go back in and go to sleep because we can't interrupt his sleep. It's like waking up your kids at 1 in the morning, like, excuse me, get up. Sometimes they can be cranky. So,
You want someone else to watch him so you can go see the goats?
can you see if you can find Gig and maybe her take over?
Not right now, buddy.
Are you already holding them for a second?
Yeah.
So somebody's going to come and take them so he could show the rest of the people. Thank you. She'll be right back. All right. I don't know what happened to. Hey, you know what? Dawn, maybe. I'll get Dawn until. Dawn! Dawn! She's like, me? Dean is getting Gig, but can you help them just move the skunk from one person to the next?
Yeah.
Sitting there.
Cowboy?
I'm a cowgirl.
Are you a cow?
I'm a cowgirl. You like my hat and look at my boots? Matt, I just got asked if I was a cowboy. Matt's missing the whole thing though. Matt.
You are a cowboy. I can hear you from here.
No, you can't.
Cowboy girl.
I'm a cowgirl. I'm a cowgirl, not a cowboy. So everybody says, how do I find you? I'm like, I'm wearing a cowgirl hat. I have a couple. I'm not always the best. I have a pinhead, so hats can be really big on me like a bucket. So I always have to, try and poofy up my hair, which doesn't happen easily. All right, let's go take a walk. Dawn's helping them. Thank you, Dawn. Hi, guys. If anybody wants to see the skunk, she's moving them around now. So if anybody wants to see and visit the skunk, you can see him. Oh, she's still in the back, working hard. So there's animals waiting right at the store. As soon as they get their food, he's like, hello, could I be first? So he knows exactly where to go. So you can purchase food. Tucker! Tucker! He's afraid. Tucker, get over here. He's like, I want to play with Cowboy. He thought Cowboy was bothering you. The dogs do try and protect people. If a goose or a chicken or a rooster is coming after somebody's kids, the kids are like, ah! And the dogs come right over and say, get away from the kids. And they make sure that the kids are fine. So how about we walk over? Hi, sweetie, how are you? Good, thank you so much, hon. Let's go over and see. One of these days, oh, the wind is picking up. They said it's going to get windy. So my poor volunteers that are here raking are going to rake, and then the leaves are just going to come back.
They can rake again.
Good job, Shawnee girls. Thank you. You're on our Facebook Live. They're doing this for the National Honor Society every Tuesday, every Sunday, unless they have school on Tuesday, which they probably do. So we usually see them on Sundays. You can get your community service hours here. This is some of our donations that we received just today. So you can see, this is why I was verklempt the other day and crying, because it has been overwhelming for me to see all the people that have been just coming out and supporting us when we know. I felt very alone that day, and you guys have made me so happy, and knowing that we're going to be able to take care of these babies. Thank you, Leslie. What's that? That is an adorable little dog house. So people give us dog houses, blankets, and it is a little cat house. Oops, I just shoved that really far. That slid like a sled. But they can go in here. These are for some outside. This looks like an outside kitty house. We do have some feral cats. All have their shots, spayed and neutered. We have a cat area in the back. It's in a barn, and it's a stall that's been redone for the ferals. If people walk in, they usually go pew, but then they come back, and that's where all their food, their litter boxes. So people don't realize that we do need litter, because they like to use litter boxes too.
Teresa said she loves your lives so much that she shares them on her Facebook page.
I'm doing a Facebook Live. Can I see you guys in a minute? Sure. Thank you. Matt's like invisible. People don't realize that we're like on live.
I know. I guess.
So
it's like
record. We're walking around, and I'm just. Well, they used to see me walking around talking to myself. Here's Stormy. You don't get to see his eyes this bright very much, but Tucker. All right. It's just that they were running through the crowd, and the kids were like, "Hey, Farley, no." See, a kid screamed. Farley went over there and thought the cow was not being good. So he'll run over to try and help. Hi, good. How are you guys? Here's Billy. So you can see the kids are on top of the pieces of tree. We had my favorite tree. Got a disease and died. And Tucker, come here. Don't bother Billy. The kids and Billy, these are their toys where they all play with them. Tucker, come here. Billy and Tucker have a love-hate relationship. They love to hate each other. They grew up, because Tucker was always vying for attention when baby Billy was in the house, and now I have Nemo, but he still loves Nemo because that's his little baby brother, but when he gets bigger, he might be the same way. All right, now we can go see the red Angus steer is in the back, which is T-Bone. He weighs 2,500 pounds. He's laying there getting some sun on himself. And this is Yogi. A lot of people know Yogi's story. He was brought by a kid in college. Him and his brother were in the back of a Camry. And when he brought them, I thought they were baby fawns. And I said, I'm sorry, but you cannot leave them here. They have to go back in your car and off you go. And he said, you're my last hope. I've been to 5 other farms already, and I have an apartment. My landlord won't let me keep them. I'm like, gee, really? Your landlord won't let you keep them? And like I said, they were little, like as small as the baby goat, and they had their umbilical cord attached, and they had to just be bottle fed. I had never bottle fed a cow. I had T-Bone, but he came as an adult. And so I figured out that they have these buckets with nipples on them, and you fill gallons of milk, because they don't drink just a little bit, they drink a lot. And he grew up with all the dogs. He ran around, and we didn't put him back in a paddock with anybody until he one day picked up a kid by his suspenders, and the kid was like kind of dangling. So then I realized, oh, I better put him in somewhere. People say that wood keeps him in. He's not trying to get out. I do let him loose when I'm here without visitors, and he'll walk all around the farm.
What happened to his horn protectors?
His horn protector's busted. I do have new ones, so if we didn't have the 21 cat stuff today, I would have put them on. So maybe on next live,
And Teresa wants
we'll
to
put
know
them on.
if she can come here and ask for Lori so she can meet you.
I'm here every Tuesday, every Sunday. The only time I've ever not been here is if I've had a work trip. But I am not going away for work anytime soon, so
you got some money.
It's not, what?
It looks like money.
It is not. It is, he has looks like a chew toy.
Oh.
We don't do a lot of chew toys here because there's so many dogs, they act like a pack sometimes, but he's all proud of himself running around with his little chew toy. But if you wanted to come see me, I am here every Tuesday, every Sunday. If you don't see me, just ask for me. Sometimes I'm in feeding the goat or giving meds. Now, this guy, I want to show you his tongue. He likes licking me. He doesn't need a hanky because he just sticks his tongue up his nose.
That's Lori.
And that's how, and you can see his cute little teeth. But it feels like sandpaper. And when you feed a cow, you always hold your hand flat, just like the horses. But they use their tongue and lick the food off and bring it in and then chew it. So you don't have to worry about being bit as much as you do with a horse. The horse come in with a vengeance with their teeth, and that's how they eat. So you have to be really careful. I always tell everybody, if you have a little tiny kid, hold their fingers here, like I hold their fingers and their thumb, so they only can get to the palm, and then they can eat the apple or carrot or lettuce, whatever you're feeding them. So he's pretty calm today. Some days he's, swinging his horns around, so you have to be careful. He did rip 2 people's shirts one day. I said, did you sign a waiver? All right. It's 11:02.
So we should probably,
Any other questions, or does anybody else need to see something?
We'll say if the next person wants to see something, we'll show that.
Okay. So if somebody says they want to see something, we're going to show that on the next live, you mean?
No,
Is that what
now.
Oh, now? Okay.
Yeah, why not now?
So Matt talks about me talking too long, and then he says,
Wait a whole week.
I'll wait a whole week. But as a recap, if anybody hasn't seen my little rant on Facebook, you can look up 21 cats dumped. If you punch that into your browser, it will pop up and you'll be able to see. I was pretty upset, so my language got a little dicey, but I was really upset and for how somebody could treat the cats that way. But we're so happy to say that so many people in the community and far away have sent us packages. I unloaded a truck with 55 packages the other day. What are we looking at?
Cooper.
Oh, Cooper.
That's your
Somebody
Aunt
wants,
Sue.
oh, Aunt Sue wants to see
She
Cooper.
was the first one, so she wins.
Thank you,
But let's
Aunt
show
Sue.
this girl doing litter.
So if I get Cooper out,
I mean straw.
you mean this girl, like Annalise, is one of my main volunteers.
Well, she's far away. I couldn't see.
She, Annalise, the Miles family has been working here for, Annalise, how long have you been here now? 5 years. So she was actually a little girl. How old were you?
Like 8.
8 years old. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So she's 13. And she does everything. She feeds the horses. This little tight girl grabs a horse by his halter and walks them out.
Wait. So you're telling me that a girl is standing in the manure pit?
Yes. A girl that's not a sissy like the guy who's filming. Matt's like, ew, I don't go in that manure pit.
That's not true.
He's like, there's a little poopy in there. Oh, yeah.
I've never said that.
So this is one of the worst jobs. So we're going to this manure. We have a compost pile in the back. So this is the temporary holding. As you can see, we've had a lot of volunteers scooping poop, and this is the manure pit. Then it goes to the back to compost further, and it makes it into really nice dirt, like topsoil. And we do have, but it will stay there for a year or two before it gets given out for gardens. And we do have a garden in the back where we had all sorts of vegetables for sale this summer, and we are doing Christmas trees. They're little baby Christmas trees, but they'll be growing up pretty quick here. So we still didn't see Cooper. Where did he go? All right, Cooper was a little naughty last week. He kept trying to run out the gate. Like I said, he's the only one who's like, I think he likes the chase. The thrill of the chase that he likes to run around. He's over here. Matt, over here.
I'm showing people.
Oh, okay. Hi, guys. Come here. Maybe he wants to go in with T-Bone, and maybe I'll put his little head
Yeah,
things
but
on.
that's the problem. The little horn, remember the horn deal?
Yeah, I was going to say I can put those on.
All right, Debbie Carr, just want to say how much we love you. I believe your mama is looking down on you and is so proud.
Thank you. I believe that my mom sent you guys all messages to bring me stuff, and I really appreciate it. So thank you guys. I love all of you. Like I said, you guys brought me joy, tears of joy, because so many people stepped up and helped out. Excuse you. And we really appreciate all that you guys do for us, and we can't wait to see you next week. If you want to see something specific, you never know what's going to pop up during the week. We don't need any more cats popping up on the side of the road, though, okay?
Yeah.
They are safe and sound, and we will get them homes after they get spayed and neutered and get healthy. And
So Kate says, you are amazing, I love you, and all who helped run the Funny Farm, thank you.
Kate, thank you, and the volunteers, thank you.
And Barbara Rains, another awesome
Barbara
video.
Rains,
Thank
thanks,
you so
guys.
much.
And don't forget to tell us where you're from. We're open Tuesday and Sunday, 8 to 4, even if it starts raining later. Bring your rain gear. If it does start to rain, we are still open. Unless COVID shuts everybody down, we will be here. No matter what the holiday, and no matter, it's always every Tuesday, every Sunday, no matter what.
Debbie Denton, thanks again for a great start to Sunday.
Thanks, guys, and have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you next week. Mwah.